So, you have this amazing vision for a piece of software, but there's one giant question. How do you bring it to life without, well, completely breaking the bank? It's a critical challenge for pretty much any business. So let's jump right in.
This is the question that keeps founders and project managers up at night, right? It doesn't matter if you're a small startup or a massive enterprise, those development costs can spiral out of control so fast, turning a dream project into a serious financial headache.
But what if the answer isn't about cutting corners or sacrificing quality? We're going to explore 7 strategies that are all about building smarter. The real goal here is to maximize efficiency and get the most value, not just find the lowest price tag.
Okay, first up, why does this matter so much? Because honestly, managing your development budget isn't just about saving money. It's a core part of your business strategy.
Think about it this way. When you optimize your spending, you maximize your return on investment, your ROI. That's the profit you earn back from everything you put in. And this isn't just about the bottom line. It's about freeing up cash for other crucial things like marketing or R&D. It lets you be more agile, get your product to market faster, and build a solid foundation for sustainable growth.
So where do we start? Well, it all begins long before a single line of code is ever written. Seriously. Strong, solid planning at the very beginning is your best defense against an out-of-control budget.
And there are 2 absolutely critical parts to this. First, getting your requirements crystal clear from the get-go, and second, proactively managing any risks that could derail the project later on.
Nailing down requirements is all about preventing that dreaded scope creep. You know what I'm talking about. It's that slow, quiet expansion of features that just silently destroys your budget. By bringing all your stakeholders together early and creating detailed plans, you can clearly define what's a must-have versus what's just a nice-to-have. That clarity, it's like financial armor for your project.
Now for the other side of planning, managing risk. You can think of this as your financial safety net. By identifying potential roadblocks early, whether they're technical challenges, shifts in the market, whatever, you can build backup plans. It's all about anticipating problems so they don't become expensive, last-minute emergencies.
Okay, so with a solid plan in place, let's move on to the actual how of building software. Because adopting the right methodology can build efficiency directly into your workflow from day one.
And one of the most powerful tools you have here is the agile methodology. At its heart, agile is about breaking a massive project down into small, rapid work cycles called sprints. This whole structure is designed for constant feedback and adaptation, which is absolutely key to keeping costs under control.
And this is where it gets really interesting. With the traditional waterfall method, you pretty much build the whole thing at once and only get feedback at the very end. If something's wrong, fixing it is incredibly expensive. Agile, on the other hand, lets you course correct early and often, which directly translates into huge cost savings. Another key is just letting machines do the heavy lifting. Automation, like setting up CI/CD pipelines, which just means continuous integration and continuous deployment, automates the whole process of testing and releasing code. This isn't an expense, it's an investment that cuts down on manual errors and frees up your developers to solve the really complex problems.
But tools are only one part of the equation. The very best teams always conduct post-project reviews to learn from their mistakes and their successes. Investing in ongoing training keeps everyone's skills sharp and makes sure you're always using the most efficient methods available. Even the best processes in the world are nothing without the right people and a real commitment to quality. This brings us to our next set of strategies, which are all about the human elements of development.
This really comes down to 2 powerful ideas. First, smart resource management, and second, a concept that might sound a little counterintuitive at first. The idea that rigorous quality assurance is actually one of the best cost-saving measures you can have. Smart resource management simply means not overstaffing a project. It also means being strategic about what you build in-house. Sometimes outsourcing a specific task like UI design to an agency that specializes in it is way more cost-effective than trying to do it all yourself.
And this is a huge one. So many people see QA as just an expense. But the truth is, finding a bug early with methods like test-driven development, or TDD, where you write the test before you even write the code, costs a fraction of what it costs to fix it after launch. Involving real people in user acceptance testing, or UAT, also ensures the product actually meets what users need, before it's too late. Investing in quality upfront will save you a fortune later.
So, after covering planning, processes, and people, what's the real goal here? It all comes down to a single powerful principle.
And this quote just says it all perfectly. The goal isn't simply to spend less money. The goal is to get the absolute most value out of every single dollar you invest in your project.
So, the crucial point is this. True cost reduction isn't the result of cutting corners. It's the natural byproduct of a streamlined, high-quality, and intelligently planned development process, from start to finish.
So that leaves us with one final thought. After going through all these strategies, what is the one inefficiency in your own process that you can start fixing tomorrow? Thanks for watching.